We sometimes encounter yarns that are a little bit slippery, like yarns that contain silk. So today I will show you some tricks and also how and when to wind your yarn. I'm using sea silk lace as example, and they're here. So here are the two skeins of yarn. I will just wind one for you to see. So we'll start opening up the skein. Put it on a swift or umbrella. And you don't want to set it too tight. So I'm going to cut the ties and find the end that's easier for me to unravel. This is not good. I will try the other end. I rotate. Okay, now it looks good. Usually we want to put a distance between the winding station and your swift, so then there is a nicer tension in between the two devices, and I can be winding at this position. That's a good distance, or you can put it a little bit further. I just like them both items to be in my hands reach, so if I need to stop the swift, then I can stop it very easily. So the trouble part with a slippery yarn when you wind them into a center pull bowl is that in the middle of your winding, the yarn tend to fly off from the winding machine. And so I usually put an elastic at where the center is. That's where the yarn is going to start wrapping. And I'll put another elastic at the tip. That's where the yarn tend to slide off as well. So I put some elastic on, and now I can thread the yarn onto the station. And then we'll just wind it as usual, slow and steady. Here. So you can see that the yarn started to wind onto the elastic band. So we can continue. Okay, we are at the end that I'm finishing off. So first of all, I need to take out the elastic band that's on the top. Just careful not to tangle your yarn with the elastic band. If you need to cut, feel free to cut it. And then there is a elastic band inside the bowl, so we need to carefully remove them all together. And you'll find it hard to remove the balls because the elastic band is in the center. So carefully remove the whole thing. Okay. So all I need to do now is carefully remove the elastic band that's inside, and then wind it nicer on the outside. Then I'll actually put this in a bag or some sort. They don't really like to stay in a bowl shape. So if you want them to maintain their shape, you either need to put them in individual bag, or you can buy some fabric yarn cozy to actually wrap the outside so they will stay in shape when they're using them. So when you're actually winding slippery yarn and you need to do color work, then you can go ahead and wind two skeins of yarn into center pull bowl, put them in two different Ziploc or yarn cozy, and then put them in your project bag and use them together. And I will also suggest that you do not wind slippery yarn up until you're ready to use them, because the longer you let them sit there, then they just don't stay in the shape that's good for using. So wind them when you're ready. Yeah, so this is how we wind slippery yarn with the trick of using elastic band.